Hello and welcome back for more Hyperlight Drifter. Starting with attempt 81 today. Once again trying to beat damn plus Deathless. I guess we'll see whether that ends up happening. Welcome, and by the way, and I already said welcome back, I guess I don't need to repeat that. Today, I did do a few more boss rushes as practice, and I've been doing those every day, just to try to get to the point where I'm able to beat them more consistently. Since if I'm not able to beat the bosses consistently, I don't think I have much of a chance of ever beating this. Why is my audio so loud? I think that's better. And there you go. I really need to stop chain dashing off cliffs. I've been practicing the maps too. Not really. I pretty much just finished the run from last time, which I don't actually remember where I died last time. I think it was somewhere in the east. But basically continued the game from there as practice. I definitely could use more practice on them, to be honest. I don't think they're as threatening. Okay, how do I... I guess that's fine. Used a health pack to gain one, but oh well. Third area crystal traps. I mean, I died to one once. It's not so much a matter of practicing that specifically, and more just practicing my chain dashes in general. Since the reason I died there was I mistimed my chain. Don't want to forget the health pack. Don't usually need it at this point, but oh well. Honestly, it's more the south I'm worried about than anything else, since that's what I have the least amount of practice with. At least I pretty much have the technique down for the summoner to the point where I basically never get hit by it. As for the archer boss, I don't know, I think I usually am able to do well against it, but sometimes I do mess it up. Just need to... for one thing, make sure I remember that the first two attacks in its cycle don't actually target me, so I need to actually stay still for those instead of trying to dodge. And also just being careful not to step on the landmines. Since those will just one-shot me. I do think that using the grenades to make sure they don't build up works pretty effectively. And of course, when they build up too much, there's nowhere I can actually stand. Messed that fight up a number of times, but at least I'm remembering not to make the same mistake. There we are. So I haven't actually... I think it was on last Sunday when I finished that, so that would have been the last time I actually played this game outside of boss rushes. But one thing I need to be careful of... You missed the entire thing? Wait, the entire what? Oh, the entire Hyperlight Drifter stream last time? On Saturday? Wait, at least you didn't miss too much. It's not like I actually completed the challenge. Come on. You can aim better than that. Okay, why do these guys suck at aiming so much? Makes it harder to actually deflect their projectiles properly. You missed my PB. That is true. But I should get a new PB again sooner or later. And if I don't, that would just be sad. Right, what was I trying to say before? Right, one thing I need to be careful of doing boss rushes is I really need to make sure I'm focusing on not getting hit rather than focusing on trying to do it faster. Despite the fact that it gives you a time after and saves your fastest time and stuff. Oh yeah, I did try fighting the frog boss without even looking at my screen. That was interesting. I did get hit. But surprisingly only once. Did I win? Ow. Considering it was boss rush, so I had 5 HP. Yes. Okay. Let's not mess this up. I don't think I need to go back for ammo right now. Especially since these guys will give me more. Honestly, I haven't really been paying much attention to what I'm doing. And I'm already almost at the boss. Not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's not chain dash off the edge again. Muscle memory? I wouldn't call it muscle memory. Am I just autopiloting? I know it's a little awkward. If it was perfect muscle memory, then I'm not sure how that would work since there is some amount of variance in the actions I need to do. Just based on things like how enemies move and stuff. Ammo and health packs. So I should be ready for the boss. Just need to make sure I, again, be patient. In one of the boss rushes I did earlier, I got put in a very awkward position at the start of this fight. One thing I did learn about this fight doing boss rushes Sometimes I can get away with getting more damage off when the minions are summoned. Not like that. That is the first boss down. I don't know why I was expecting to get a full gear there, considering I already know that the first gear bit that I get in the east completes one. That, oh well. Good job, thank you. Let's start, I think. Back to the east with the big plant monsters. Which, let's be honest, are the real threats in the east. Is this, the frogs with the shotgun kind of attack are easy enough to take out with the railgun, with the exception of maybe the ones in that final arena. A frog boss is very easy. The other enemies are not a big deal either. As long as I'm just a little careful around the exploding ones and the ranged ones. I think I skipped a health pack, but should be fine because there's one down here. It's so sleepy, torn between your sleep schedule and watching my streams. I do hope you'll take care of yourself at least. I think there was one time I threatened to end stream because the people watching were flagging off to watch my stream. That was over a year ago though. I was, Nimbus and my mod Butterflies, aka Freights. Wait, did I? There we are. Grabbing as much ammo as I can get. Do not need the health pack. Grabbing all those is probably unnecessary, but oh well. full on ammo now. Module number 5. Oh yeah, I forgot whether I mentioned this before. Oh, you did end up getting a new fan since my old one broke. So at least I'm not overheating as much. To be fair, you're horrifically unemployed. Yeah, job market is very poor. I said this before, but job hunting is a terrible experience. It's not like you can just go somewhere, apply and get a job like so many people seem to think you can. Alright, should be running into some of those plant monsters here soon. One of the chants you have makes constant clacking noises and is very close to breaking. But doesn't sound ideal. Hopefully... Ow. I am messed up. Right. I think the problem was I got too close to that plant there. So then I had to avoid it. So then I wasn't over here early enough to take out that monster before it attacked me. But, oh well. Good to know for the future at least. On to attempt 82. I did say those were basically the real threats in the eastern area, only to be taken out by the third one. Casually getting to my previous personal best area first try. That is true, but keep in mind, from my first stream, I didn't even make it to the first boss. Okay, how did I manage that? I'm actually not sure. At least there's an extra health pack over here. Oh, Galea said one of your fans tells me of multiple fans. Do you just put them around your room or something? Or have them in different rooms? And I've said this before, I live in a studio apartment. I just have one fan set up by my window. You got one fan last summer and forgot it existed for the entire year? Do you just stick it in a closet or something? Okay, how did I manage that? Okay, you used the crappy broken fan for like 2 weeks while a good fan was sitting in front of your game shelves. Just blind to it. Like it just started blending in with the scenery kind of deal. Or I guess became part of the scenery is what I'm trying to say. I'm honestly having trouble thinking of specific examples of that happening. This might be in a similar vein, but sometimes when I'm just walking home from work, a route that I've taken hundreds of times by now, sometimes it feels like I don't actually recognize the place. I'm not really sure why. What's worse is it was sticking out because it wasn't tucked in anywhere. It's just in front of the shelf. It's like in a very prominent, obtrusive position. I feel like I did that a little sloppily. Come on, where are you going? Sometimes if you turn off autopilot, you realize you've forgotten how to do it manually. Happens at work a lot. How did I manage that? Fine. I've recovered. Yeah, I spend the majority of my time at work on autopilot. Sometimes I have to think about what exactly I was doing when I kind of snap out of it. Am I allowed to use music or anything like that? I could, if I used earbuds or something. The issue is, I'm not sure what happened with my... I think they call it a dongle. The adapter that lets you use just audio, a regular audio input with an iPhone. And you know how they, you move the audio jack for who knows what reason? And my earbuds that came with the phone that actually work with the tone jack ended up breaking. Why not order a Bluetooth headphone? The thing about Bluetooth is I don't really want to have to charge my headphones. Honestly, what I could probably use is another one of those converters. But another thing is my iPod doesn't really hold a charge anymore, so I can't really use that for music. Unless I have it plugged in. Let's be honest, the real reason they got rid of the audio jack was to get people to buy more of those dongles or AirPods or whatever else. Basically, to get you to buy stuff. If a company ever does anything, that's usually the reason. And buy 2 Bluetooth headphones and cycle them? That sounds... potentially expensive. Can I stop getting hit over here? See, there is a health hack there, but I still don't really want to be getting hit when the whole goal is to not die. See, with Samsung, your phone can't use wired headphones at all? That sounds awful. Too bad we have to deal with specific companies dominating the market and making things harder for competition so they can get away with just making products that don't last and stuff. What am I doing? I'm full on ammo. I probably should have done some stretching before I streamed. Just need a little more ammo. And we're back here. That's a little greedy of me there. Oh gosh. Okay, why did the bus teleport away that quickly? Oh well. At least repeat this way. Seems like sometimes he'll just teleport early, and I'm not really sure what causes it. On to... What am I doing? To attempt 83. Uchronius to Bluetooth headphones. But if you had a choice, you'd choose wired. Yeah, it's definitely understandable. Let's imagine... I guess it's not necessarily true. Sometimes the wired headphones can just be crappy and have the wires break too easily. But Bluetooth is also not super reliable. Plus, if you care about things like audio cues in a game, Ported will technically be faster, even if it's not by a big amount. Plus, of course, just not needing to use Bluetooth, which can technically be intercepted, and of course the battery issue and being more expensive. Come on. Not really sure why, but my energy level this weekend in general has been very poor. And I'm hoping it's not from burnout. I'm not really sure what would be causing burnout, since I've had well, in the past I've streamed just as much without getting burned out for a much longer time than with my current streak. Yeah, one thing that happened earlier today that probably isn't going to mean anything to you without context. There's a streamer that I watch who has this redeem that basically just causes a sheep to float across the screen. It's relatively cheap, it's only 50 points, channel points. But the thing about it is there's a 1 in 400 chance that it will be a rare version of the sheep. And I've used this redeem hundreds of times. Over 600. And today, I finally got the rare version of the sheep. And it was glorious. I shiny hunted that sheep pretty much. So the real question is, now what do I do with my lives? Now that I've done the rare sheep. I keep expecting that witch to happen. But it hasn't happened yet this stream. simply get the shiny sheep with competitive IVs now. You know, if that were a thing, I would probably go for it. But the thing about the sheep is, the colors didn't change at all. Keep in mind, I didn't actually know what the rare sheep looked like until I saw it. And I don't know what I was expecting. And it was really something. Not sure what I should, or whether I should say what it actually looks like. How is me talking about some sheep redeem piquing your interest? It's a brilliant redeem, honestly. Best I've seen of any streamer. Because not only does it just make a little thing float across the screen, it also has a small chance of being a rare one. Really brilliant stuff. Theft is the sincerest form of flattery. Is that how that saying goes? I should flatter the heck out of that redeem. I mean, I could make a similar redeem, potentially. I'm not really sure what a good equivalent would be. I'd also need to actually get it functional. And probably have art done for it. That redeem? I guess so, but it doesn't really float quite the same way as a sheep would. I had to use so much ammo there because I maxed. And it was moving, so in reality it dodged. But the outcome is still the same. Need more ammo. Come on. Why did I use that? I was full on health packs. Now what if I fall off the cliffs and I need another health pack? Some scientists believe that bats may float better than sheeps ever could. I mean, they can certainly glide better. Or slide better. But float? I don't know about that one. Come on. These green guys are very slow. It is close to time for the ad break, isn't it? I want to make sure it doesn't play without notifying me. There we are. Back to the boss. I almost walked back into that after stepping out. Oh, there's the papa. Oh gosh. Why do you have to teleport early that time? There we are. Toss down again. I guess counting the retry, that's... I get to resist the urge to just leave instead of picking up the railgun like I do in Boss Rush. I'm starting to wonder whether Boss Rush is actually hurting more than helping at this point. But yeah, if you count the retry, that's what, a 75% success rate? Not terrible, I don't think. But again, obviously an improvement from before where I was dying to it dozens of times in a single stream. Oh, welcome, Pi. Probably not the best timing considering ads are starting in 1 minute, but... welcome in anyway. if I'm fighting against my instincts when fighting bosses, then yes, it might be actively hurting you. That's less during the fight and more after the fight. But I definitely need to be careful not to form bad habits. Oh, and welcome, Mercer. Can't stay because you're at work. Have a nice stream. Thank you. I hope you have a nice day. Sorry about once again streaming during your work hours. But friends are about to play, so I'll go ahead and take my break here, and I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am back. And no worries, I basically just said sorry about the poor timing. I was just about to go on an ad break. Welcome back, thank you. As you can probably see, I just finished the north and am once again moving on to the east. And hopefully not dying to another giant plant monster. Honestly, one big hesitation I have to practice the whole game off stream is I don't want to accidentally complete the challenge successfully when I'm not streaming. Good luck, thank you. I'm not entirely sure how realistic that worry is. And I feel like it would just be underwhelming if that does end up happening. What if I use OBS to record only, but not stream? I could do that. I still feel like it would be a little underwhelming. If I do just quit right before the final boss. But then I would be intentionally not completing the challenge when I have the chance to complete it. That would also feel very bad. I don't know, I think the balance of completing whatever run I was in the middle of, as well as doing boss rushes, is probably my best option. That way, even or regardless of where I die on stream, I can still at least finish out the game. Plus, not get rusty on my boss fights. That was honestly a little floppy, but oh well. It's where I died last stream. Or not last stream. The attempt before last. Okay, kind of messed that up again. But at least I'm alive. Which I guess is the important thing. That plant guy's still alive. There we are. Even the small plants are a bit threatening because they move somewhat erratically. And when they explode, they just one-shot if you're in the blast radius. And of course, large clusters of enemies are always dangerous. See whether I can remember how to play this arena properly. That was just bad. But at least I remembered the plant monster spawns. Time for some... I guess you could call it platforming. Yes, I haven't really looked into the exactly what qualifies as platforming. Missed that guy. This is very sloppy. Yes, I'm going through all my health packs. Cool. Let's make sure I have enough stamina. Ow. Really? This is not looking great, I have to admit. How's my day? It was a very low energy, but you did pretty much just miss my recap of what happened with the sheep redeem. I laid up my day, honestly. Yeah, I picked up a health pack over there. One else I need to go without. But, basically, there's a streamer I watch who has a sheep redeem. It's 50 channel points. And it makes a sheep float across the screen. And not only that, but there's a 1 in 400 chance of it being a rare sheep. It's brilliant, honestly. Right, there's no health pack over here. I need to remember that. And I've redeemed it hundreds of times. Over 600. And finally, today, I got the rare sheep. Did I notice the bless redeem before stream started? I did. Thank you for that. I did wave in chat after that, but I wasn't sure whether you saw it. That was pretty much right when I said in Discord that I was going to stream, I think. But yeah, I am coming back for health packs because I'm not really comfortable not having them. And I have the opportunity to get some more and then just teleport back. So I may as well. It is nice that they do respawn. You saw the waving, but not the redeem, so you're confused. Yeah, I think we can only see redeems if they were used when you have chat open. If you don't have chat open, I don't think... But if you join chat after, I don't think you can see redeems from before. Railgun really makes this section way easier than it would be otherwise. Are you not gonna shoot at me again? Hello? And why are these guys just burning themselves to death? You just noticed the stream title updated? I see it. Not sure how I missed that message. At least the first arena fight here isn't so bad. It's just the second one that's really dangerous. Come on. Shut the train there. Let's not die here. Actually, before getting hit again. For whatever reason, I thought that guy was only on 1 HP when he was definitely at 2. One more arena fight before the boss. And hopefully that frog stays trapped while I deal with the plants. Because that makes this way easier. I think that's all of them. And there's the glitch that killed me at one point, but didn't kill me this time. Where's Heno from? It's from another game, actually. Basically, well, I guess I probably shouldn't spoil it. I'll just say it was an Omori character who says it. If I don't notice, this guy is summoning additional enemies in time. It can be dangerous. Since, again, they explode when they die and this will one-shot me. That's another game you really want to play. I highly recommend it. I think it's probably my favorite game at this point. Got the shotgun I'm never gonna use. Sorry, I feel hiccups coming. It is fairly late in the game when you're introduced to this character, so... I've seen bits of gameplay because Blue streamed it at one point. Did she? How long ago was that? I don't think I ever saw her streaming it. It's definitely the kind of game you want to feel with knowing as little about as possible. It's a long time ago. Makes sense. Right, any day grenade charge. That is the north and east completed. Onto the west. I've been watching her for maybe 5 to 6 years, it feels. That is quite a while. But it's cool that she's been streaming for that long. From what I've heard, most streamers quit pretty quickly. I guess the longer you've been streaming, the less likely you are to quit. At least I would think. Especially after 2 years, which I'm not even at yet. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let me make sure I didn't. Just keep in mind, here I missed this over here. Right, what was I gonna say? Keep in mind that very few attempts have actually reached the West. So my memory of it isn't quite as solid. I didn't grab the... Yeah, I grabbed the module. I want to make sure I didn't forget that. And there should be another gear bit over here. I am not in a good spot here. The consistent streamer is hard, yeah. Definitely need to... Well, especially if you're streaming on top of working full-time, it's just a lot to manage and make sure you don't get burned out. When your cat leaves your room so you can sleep. Oh, is your cat keeping you awake now? Wake. It was last night. Okay, not a good start. I am not dead. Somehow. I messed that up so bad. How did I survive that? Sleep with your door closed and don't want to lock her in, but the freeloader is snoozing on your bed. That's what you're trying to do full-time and trying to be a streamer. Yeah, aren't we all? At least as far as a lot of small streamers go. Bait these out. So you don't have to deal with them and the wolves at the same time. Really don't like these wolves. I also really need another health pack. Yeah, so it's not that pressing as long as I don't take damage. Okay, why is this guy hanging out back there? Come on. Module number 10 now? think I've only ever had 2 runs. 2 other runs that have made it this far. No, that's not true. Is it true? It's not true. I think it's more like 4 other runs. Is that a... That's a health pack. And I'm dead. I knew I was gonna die there eventually. I think I timed the grenade properly, but... Oh, this is a really scary room. Once a ton of wolves come out at once, and it's hard to see. And it's very cramped. But... oh well. Onto... attempt 84 now. Of course, I spill my water again. At least it's not in a really bad spot. Wondering whether it... using a charge attack there... for the... tree wolves on the right... as a more consistent way of handling them. I guess what I did there on the retry seemed to be pretty effective. Throwing the grenade and then running right to deal with the wolf coming from that direction, and giving the grenade time to actually explode and damage the ones on the... sorry, I mean, go for the one on the left. Letting the grenade hit the ones on the right. This might be a good time to say that I have an easier time thinking in terms of clockwise and counterclockwise than I do in terms of left and right. I'm really not sure why that is. guess a random fact about me. Welcome back. I am once again heading north. Also not really thinking about it that much. I think I at the very least have the route to the boss up here ingrained into my subconscious. I'm also not entirely sure how late I'm going to be streaming tonight. I guess it depends on how long my final attempt ends up going. But I really should be done by 2 a.m. because I do need to sleep before work tomorrow. Almost died there. I also should probably shower before bed. I stream later, that means you're another step closer to the VIP redeem. That is true. Oh, a.m. That's 3 a.m. your time. Yeah, it's pretty late, I have to admit. I pretty much did the things that I normally do Sunday night before bed, before I streamed, and before I started stream, so that I wouldn't need to do them after. Which also kind of... oh, there's the glitch. Which also has the consequence of streaming later rather than earlier. Almost forgot what to do when the wolf shows up. That's smart though, is it? Because it also means if people want to watch my stream, they need to stay up later. Good thing you're a night owl. Yeah, it seems like everyone here probably is. Especially considering it's after midnight for me. And the vast majority of people, it's going to be even later for them. I guess if you're in Europe like Mercer, it's basically just the next day for them already. of course, further east than that. I make a compelling point, please listen to myself. Yeah. Really would be better if I... Ow. I had no business getting hit by that. It really would be better if I streamed earlier, but... I also want to make sure I'm streaming when I most feel up for streaming. Because I think if I don't do that, I'll end up burning myself out more easily. What am I doing? Right, upgrading my pistol. And it's better to stream late than not at all, I think. As long as I'm not wearing myself out. Really not sure whether I'm going to hit another PB this stream. I think last time I streamed this, I really pushed my PB. So that is going to be harder to do. Pretty smoothly, I think. Once again, I grabbed the health pack for no reason. And it's kind of weird that the projectile just kind of disappeared in the wall there. I suppose another reason not to stream late, or rather to not stream instead of streaming late, is just to not keep other people awake. But I'm not trying to hold people hostage or anything. Hostagely? What does that... There's no way that's a real word, is there? Especially... Wait... Can hostage be used as an adjective? I am asking unnecessary questions when it's time for me to do a boss fight. And dying. Okay. I'm kind of mad, but that's what ends up distracting me, of all things. What? How about hostigiously? I am more certain that that's not a word, but on to attempt... What is this now? 85? I think. I don't know, I honestly think transforming words like that is interesting, but a lot of the time it also just sounds silly. Are you going to sleep now? Are you bought Hyperlight Drifter? I hope you end up having fun with that and have a good night. It's really not your fault I got distracted, that's just... As I said, my brain does kind of get stuck on that kind of thing. Partially because I find it interesting, but I'm seeing the evolution of the English language right before my eyes. Potentially. Oh yeah, I did find out the origin of the word underwhelmed or underwhelming. Which Okay. And now my brain is really getting stuck on this topic. Sorry, no business dying there. That's the first time I've died that early in quite a while. Alright, on to... attempt 86. Already. It's a whole video on problems and how certain opposites of words don't exist in language. It is interesting how language develops sometimes. It's also very frustrating sometimes. When you already have trouble understanding people. It's because I'm hung up hostage-ously. I hope not. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to drop this topic so that I can actually focus on what I'm doing. Okay, you're dead. Good luck on the rest of the stream. I hope you sleep well. And thank you. But now I'm having trouble thinking of other things to talk about. Transitions are not easy. Did not die to the wolves. As bad at least. Our friends are trying to get you back into League. I mean, no harm in playing it a little. But, yeah, definitely be careful getting back into the grind of it. I actually played a game earlier today. It's just a normal draft. Someone banned my champion on my team because apparently we hate the champion and hate seeing it. Locked in NASA's support. Fed. Team kept trying to surrender because we fell really behind. we ended up not surrendering and we won the game. So that was something. Ow. Owls really might be one of the most dangerous enemies in this game. Yet on an OG League player, you're fairly new considering the fact most people have played for several years. Started League a little before Arcane came out. That's been out for a few years now though, hasn't it? Of course, a lot of League players have been playing for a decade or more at this point. Maybe like 2? It's definitely been out longer than that. Because I watched it with my, I know I watched it with my ex who... And we ended up breaking up like 2.5 years ago, so... Come on. There we are. Elenabra. Oh gosh. The ad break window's popping up for 3 minutes from now. It's also blocking Twitch chat, so I can't exactly read your message at the moment. Pretty good with maybe 3 characters, but there's so many characters they're pretty bad on ARAMs because it's almost always a new champion in your hands. Understandable. And also definitely more of a specialist when it comes to champion pool. But eventually you get familiar enough with general game mechanics that you can pilot the majority of champions with some amount of competence. Even if it's nowhere near the level you can on other champions. Hey, may you play a Kali Diego? I think that's all you mentioned. It would be the third one then. I remembered, yeah, my memory isn't that bad. It's not infallible. Vex. That's an interesting one. I did play a little bit of Vex when she first came out. But never played her that much. But it does look like ads are about to start again, so I'll go ahead and take my break here and be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. I should add you on League so we can play. I'd be happy to play at some point. Definitely not tonight, since I need to actually get to bed. But yeah, I would be happy to play at some point. Plus, he can ask if I'm available on Discord. My throat's kind of starting to get sore, though. Only 2 hours in, so it's a little early for that, it seems like. Maybe I just haven't been drinking enough water. Yeah, I can type in the account name I've been using. Or a username, I should say. That's actually different from account name. I'm not really sure why that is. I missed again. There we are. Yeah, it'll probably be easier for me to send that to you over Discord. Especially since I think you need not just the name, but also the tag now to add someone. Alright, I need to go back for ammo. If I recall correctly, my tag is just 2112. I think the default for NA accounts is just NA1 though. Okay, how did I mess that up? Is that as you tag NA1? And I'm guessing you don't mean 2112s. I'd be very surprised if you also had that tag. Now that I think about it, I'm really not sure why they have custom tags. Got on health packs and ammo now. Alright, let's not die to this boss. again. Got a ton of damage in there. I completely bypassed phase 2. That makes this way easier. But phase 2 is absolutely the hardest phase. I don't need another health pack. North down. Time to head back east. By the way, I do main mid lane, though he has mostly been playing Phil. I'm basically leveling a new account, so there's no point in just playing my main all the time. And if you're wondering why I'm leveling a new account, it's because I don't really want to reveal my main account to people I meet through VTubing. I mean, I'd be very surprised if I get recognized by it, but still don't really want to take the risk if I don't have to. But let's be honest, if someone knows me decently well, they're probably just gonna recognize me anyway. It's happened before. Got all 3 in 1. It's really not necessary, but I like to try to go for it. Yeah, my basic champion pool is a main Kedin and Cassiopeia. But I also have Diana and Kurma as flex picks, or if I get banned out or have to play jungle or support or something. There are other champions I can play, but definitely not as confident with them. I mean, I say that, but my, best ranked season from when I still played a bunch. I only had 3 champions played. The vast majority of them were Kedin and Cassiopeia. And then I had exactly 2 games on Amumu. And nothing else. I think I got auto-sold jungle twice. I didn't play support a single time. But I think getting auto-filled is just more common now than it was at the time. Which was, I guess, 3 years ago? Okay, I was too slow there and I messed up my combo. That was just bad. I was not focusing enough there. That's what it's supposed to look like. Right. On to the next attempt, I guess. So this would be attempt 87. My odds are not looking good for hitting a PP tonight at this point. But who knows, maybe this will be the run. don't think I'm playing particularly poorly today. I'm just starting to lose concentration is the issue. I mean, that's been obvious with my past few attempts, I think. But I might just be getting to the point where I'm repeating this game so much I'm starting to autopilot more than I really should be, which would not be a good thing. I'm not sure whether I mentioned this before, but I did try applying to someone else for rigging. And I think it should be about 2 weeks before I get a response on that, which I'm not too happy about needing to wait that long. Just wondering whether I'm going to get accepted, but it is what it is, I guess. I'll just have to try not worrying about it. Which is a whole lot easier said than done for me, but I think I have been getting better at it. Okay, how did I mess that up? Not good, but messing up in general does not feel great. If I get frustrated over little mistakes here and there, that's how I get really frustrated and just start playing worse, which I definitely need to avoid doing. feeling the glitch would activate there. I'm not really sure why. Probably something with how the camera moved. It also seems really inconsistent whether certain animations will play there, like the teleporter appearing on the map or zooming in on the big color. Probably just because of how quickly I go through the scene transition and how close or how far away I stay from the pillar. Okay, how did I mess that up? Just about 2.5 hours in. This might end up being my last attempt, honestly. Or last attempt of the night, I should say. It is after 1 a.m. I have work in less than 12 hours. Okay, it's for all I know, this attempt is going to last another hour or so. Which, honestly, great if that happens. You'll enjoy the final run of the night? I hope so. If I just die to the boss here again, that would be pretty underwhelming. I might actually need to go for another attempt if that happens. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't push myself like that. Especially considering how long the run can potentially last if I do that. Right, I need to go back for ammo. There we are. Do not dash off the cliffs again. It's maybe a little hasty to play it that way. Oh well. It worked out. Do not need any more health packs or ammo. So we can just beeline for the boss. Or make a beeline for the boss. I'm not sure just saying beeline is technically correct. Ow. It's kind of funny colliding with an object without even moving. Did not manage to bypass phase 2 again. Teleports early, which is annoying. Alright. Boss down. At this point, I think this is definitely the final run of the night. I can't even say definitely without saying I think. I really just can't be certain about anything, can I? I do have to wonder why they designed this terrain the way they did. Because it's just far enough to where you can't reliably dash across the gap there. And dashing onto that little corner bit to get onto that platform is harder to do on the way back just because of the angle. I don't know, maybe they designed it that way on purpose just to make things more difficult. Okay, now we're near getting all three in one shot. Oh well. I think I jumped the gun a little bit there. It's probably kind of ironic using that phrase that way. Because I think the phrase comes from racing, referring to false starts, people starting before the gun designating the start of the race. And not actually using a gun. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Wouldn't be the first time. Right, back to dealing with these giant plant monsters. Which have killed me a number of times tonight. Did not have gone for that small one. Oh well. Never punished, I guess. If this guy could actually aim, then maybe I could deflect his projectiles. One thing I've noticed is I think the main way I find new streamers is just through other streamers. Occasionally I'll find a new one on Twitch or not Twitch, Twitter or something. Which is, I found Zeta. And most of the time, it's gonna be, oh come on, it's gonna be through others. As in Zeta Crouch, yeah. Like, the reason I found Blue was because Zeta would raid Blue so much. And then, Blue would raid into you. Met him in person? That's interesting. I'm definitely not in a position to... Okay, I'm once again using all my health packs here. I'm not in a position to meet other streamers in person easily. I met him, Blue, and a couple others from our stream a couple times. Yeah, I enjoy chatting with them and watching their streams. I haven't really interacted with them outside of that. It's only because you've known them for over 5 years. Right? I was gonna say most of the people or rather, almost all of the people I regularly talk to now I met within that time, but I don't think that's actually true. I think... I've had at least some consistent in-person friends. Who I've known longer than that at this point. I don't really need to teleport from our health packs at this... or right now. One thing about not thinking about what I say too much is I'll come to repeat the same words or ways of saying things, which I think I generally want to avoid. Just because it sounds better to vary word choice and stuff. Yeah, I decided to check out Zeta's channel one night. It was a chill Valheim building stream. And I enjoyed it a lot, so I kept watching him. I played Valheim before. I have not actually. I've heard of it from other people, but that's about it. The game is really fun. You spent a lot of hours playing it with Blue and friends. Yeah, it sounds like something I could potentially have fun with. At this point, I think I would probably need people to play it with to justify buying it. I'm not actually sure how much it is. Honestly, I should probably just stand back and dislike projectiles here. Makes that fight easier. And why not make fights easier if I can? Finding the best strategies and pathing and stuff is I think a big part of just getting better at a challenge like this. There's a glitch again. Full health packs onto the frog boss, which is basically free. To the point where I could potentially just do it with my eyes closed. Get the gear bits. It'd be really stupid to leave them. But that's another attempt into the west. Still on track to potentially getting another PB. Working because you're in a league game now. Hope that does well for you. I can send my username and tag over Discord when I finish stream, so that you can add me. probably just stick it in gaming chat. Right, before I go to the west, I should probably grab a grenade. Right, I'm gonna have to get through those wolves again, aren't I? Not looking forward to that. Don't want to forget grabbing this again. But yeah, I think I'm going to try throwing the grenade and then running left. See how well that works again. It might be worth seeing how other people do it online. Obviously not something I'm gonna do mid-stream, but something to keep in mind. Don't want to forget the gear bit down here. So many wolves. Hello? Can I stop hitting the wall, please? Back to this area, which I did do a bit sloppily last time I was here. Definitely not one of my favorite arenas. Because I have enemies jumping at me from outside of my vision. Wait, what? The wall spawned on me as I was attacking, so my attack hit the wall. I was very close to dying there. course they both had to come at me at once. I have to be very careful of this explosive. Which apparently they can dodge. I did not realize these guys had AI that smart. I guess it's possible that he was just reacting to my pistol shot and not the fact that I was aiming at the explosives. That probably makes more sense. Are there really no health packs over here? I don't know, maybe there is one. Alright. Wolfram time. And I'm hiccuping. I kinda misplayed that, but at least I'm not dead. Yes, that's the important thing. It looks like ads are starting in 3 minutes. I wasn't expecting the stream to go long enough for that at this point, but I mean, I guess it's a good thing if I'm just lasting this long, isn't it? In the attempt, I mean. Okay. Accidentally dashed off the cliff there. Somehow not dead. I am at 1 HP and have no health packs. Okay, there's one over here. So I can at least be on not 1 HP. Is that another health pack? It is. Okay. Feeling a bit safer now. And I think it should find more. All the packs down here too. Can I actually shoot the explosive, please? refill my ammo by whacking stuff. Hitting the module. And ads will be starting here in a few seconds, so I'm going to take my break here and be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Let's finish out this attempt. And potentially get a new PB. I suppose it's possible, or it's not too implausible that I could actually beat the game this attempt, but I'd say the odds aren't great. Welcome back, thank you. Right, just go straight north from here. These green guys have a lot of health, but they just attack way too slowly to be a threat. It's packed. Nope. More of these. And there it is. They to the exact same crystal trap as before. These are really annoying. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get past them without chain dashing. Oh well, I should probably just call it here. I kind of want to... No, I guess there isn't really much reason for that. Let's find someone to raid, I guess. Nobody I follow is streaming right now. So I guess let's find someone new. Nobody else is streaming Hyperlight Drifter right now. Someone else is streaming PokeMMO. They're also AFK right now, apparently. Okay, why is Twitch not going back to where I was? Okay, we'll just rate this person, since I can't seem to find anyone else. Alright, if you're watching on YouTube and would like to join the raid, feel free to switch over to Twitch. Unfortunately, did not hit a new PB today, but still had good practice, at least figured some things out. Next stream, I guess I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna say likely either Thursday or Saturday, since those are my most likely days to be streaming. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.